we are going to start by making a reverse roux. I am heating some vegetable oil, and then I'm going to put some green onions and cook the green onions for just a few minutes, if even that, and then add flour. I don't know exactly why it's called a reverse roux. I was never able to ask my grandmother where she learned it from, why it's called that, and looking for articles online, there are very few articles that even mention a reverse roux, but what I am doing is called a reverse roux, actually. I can feel that my oil is pretty hot, so I'm going to go ahead and add my onions in. And I'm going to add some more onions later, because I don't want all of the onions to be so far cooked down. So literally I'm just cooking it for a few minutes, and then I will add my flour and then cook it down for probably 15 to 20 minutes. I'm doing a very light roux. So it has been about 2 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and add the flour. You got about a half a cup of oil, so I'm going to put a half a cup of flour. And then we're just going to mix it, incorporate everything, and let it cook down to where it's a medium roux color. Not too light, not too deep. Perfect for crawfish bisque, or like a crawfish etouffee or shrimp etouffee. This is really hard to do with one hand since my tripod broke. Okay, I gotta put you down. So this has been about 10 minutes, about 5 more minutes, and it will be a nice color, and I'll start adding the yellow onion in. Let that cook down before adding my peppers. And I don't have any celery. Normally I would do the Trinity, but I don't have celery today, so we're not going to have an actual Trinity going into this. We're just going to have 2/3 of the Trinity, onion and bell pepper. I accidentally dropped a orange bell pepper in the roux, but it's okay, whatever. Extra flavor. Almost just made a mess. Alright, about 5 more minutes. Alright, so we are now at the point where I am going to add my chopped yellow onion. Oh my gosh, I don't want to drop it. Come on out. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So I'm going to let this cook down just a little bit before adding my bell peppers. I want them to be a little bit soft and slightly translucent, because these need to cook down longer than the bell peppers do. Oh my goodness, this already smells good. my goodness, it smells so good. Ooh, this is hard to do with one hand. Alright, so it has been cooking down for 5 minutes, and I have added the first layer of seasoning, just some salt, pepper, and Tony Chachere's. And I will definitely be adding more seasoning on different points of this, but that's just the first little layer of seasoning. It is almost ready for the peppers. We would just stop wiggling around. That's so crazy. I'm not used to this stove yet, and it's really I need 2 hands. This is ready for another stir, and then the bell peppers. It's really hard to stir this with one hand, but I'm gonna try anyway. My goodness, come on. Why does this always happen? Whatever. I'm just going to do that. Alright. Alright, this is smelling pretty bland, so we need to add some more seasoning. We're not going to add any more salt because this Tony's has a lot of salt. Some cayenne. I don't want to add too much because my children will not eat it. Some paprika for color mostly, but the seasoning is a nice touch. This is a garlic and herb seasoning. You can season this however you would like to. There is no right or wrong way. A little bit of basil. A very small amount of oregano. That was a little too much, but okay. And then we need onion powder and some garlic. And we're going to add a little bit more black pepper. I'm just looking in my pantry and going with it. This is typically what I would season most things with. Alright, so we add in a little bit of water. Let that settle in quickly. crackers. So what I'm going to do with this tonight is just eat it over rice. But tomorrow I'm going to put this in meat pies. Like a... Oh no, I just seen a... I'm sorry, this is a shell. I'm not eating that. Alright, so this just needs to cook down a little bit more. I do believe I'm going to just add a little bit more of this right now because I just tasted it and it needs just a little bit more. That's all we need. I don't want it to be too spicy. Oop, my baby must be home from basketball practice. So this is just about finished. I am going to add some green onions to it, but I have to go get the green onions out of my garden. I didn't get enough earlier when I picked them. So this is just about done. This can go inside of a crawfish pie. This can go inside of crawfish meat pies, or you can just be easy and eat it over rice. This would also be really good on some pasta. I'm about to make some rice. I think I might also make some pasta. And I'm going to stuff these inside some pie dough and make some meat pies with it as well. I can eat off of this for days. Like, I'm not even joking. I absolutely love crawfish. So I have made some rice and I'm going to eat some of this right now with some rice. And I think there's a lot of different things you can use that for. You can use it for like a seafood potato or maybe like fajitas. Or for a pizza topping, or like you can make a French bread pizza with it. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So here is the final product with rice. You would just mix it all together. There you go. Let's see if I can station you right here. So this can definitely be used for a lot of different things. This looks really hot. This could be used for definitely a lot of different dishes. It's basically just etouffee. You can use it for a pizza topping if you like seafood pizza. I hear my kid. You can use it for a pasta topper. You can just eat it over rice. You can eat it over a baked potato. You can put this inside of a crawfish pie. You can make small handheld crawfish pies, like a meat pie or like an empanada. There's like a lot of stuff you can do with this. There's a lot of stuff. This came out really good. I'm glad that I added the second little dash of seafood boil seasoning, because it definitely needed that extra little bit. What?
Open the door.
Open the door?
Yeah, open Dad's. Open Daddy.
Open Daddy's door? Why is Daddy's door shut? That's my door too. Why is it always Dad's door or Dad's bed, not Dad and Mom's? You always exclude me, little one. I just looked in the mirror and I look like an absolute mess, but it's okay. We're eating this together. Cheers. I mean, thought that was a shell. It's not. I think it's a piece of seasoning, like a hard piece of like dried onion. That's weird. So, I think I'm gonna try a few different things with this. And I'll let you know how it is. Okay, I'm almost done. When I do something else with that, I'll let you know. Ooh, this is so good. I just ate some of it over a piece of toast. That was delicious also. I don't know what my kid's doing back there. She's making a lot of noise though. Okay. Yes, baby.
Suck it! Don't throw that! Don't throw it! Don't throw it! Okay. Can you answer some of these?
What color is Ariel's hair? In Lion King, who is Simba's father?
Mufasa. White? Mufasa.
Yeah, Mufasa.
Mufasa. What is the name of Andy's neighbor in Toy Story?
Sid.
It's the mean kid.
Sid.
Finish the quote. Ohana means
Family.
Family.
And family means nobody gets left behind. Okay, the side right here is not wanting to go. Ah! Ouch, this is still hot. But very good. This one didn't stay closed very good. Tomorrow is pizza. I just can't wait. I keep burning myself. Get back up. This is good.
Now, Bobby, just to warn you, you're probably going to have to take a couple of shots before you learn how to protect yourself properly. Now, get your gloves up like this.
Crawfish tried to get away.
Keep your hands up, Bobby, and move a little. Don't just stand there like a pole. Come on.
My lips burn.
Come on, you're not moving.
But it's okay.
Come on,
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay, now try to hit me with the punch as hard as you can. Come on.